Oops. Sorry, guys. I'm not quite ready to be on yet. I was waiting for the ad to be done. Hello, 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 everyone. How are we doing today? I've missed y'all. Ika, congratulations on your name change. That's amazing, friend. Got a couple of camera edits. We got to move around a little bit. How is everyone doing? Jessica, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. We are going to find out. I don't know if anyone wants to see the damage on my finger on the live. It's pretty much like a scab right now. So we're gonna see how I do. But we are gonna try. I'm doing the best that I can. So far, holding a needle isn't super painful. Today we are starting with 730, and we're gonna do these two little stitches right here on top. We're gonna knock those out real quick. Yeah, I know it sucks. I mean, I'm also live on TikTok as well, and Facebook and YouTube. Um, so I can see all of those now. You'll get your account back soon, hopefully, Ika. This is gonna be a fun experience stitching with my hand like this. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. I'll just have to get used to it. Well, now's a chance to collect even more skulls, Ika. Your skulls won't go anywhere, hopefully. I know, this pass is almost done. I'm probably going to finish this pass while live today. And then if I do, my goal is to go live today until 6, unless my hand starts, like, super hurting. But then if I do finish this pass, I'll throw up the break screen, move everything around, and come back to the live. Oh, let me start my my timer. I've got water. I already ate lunch, so I'm not gonna get hangry. There definitely is a little bit of pain pulling the needle through the back with the way my thumb looks. So, for those of you that aren't on the Discord server, the reason I haven't been around much last week is on Tuesday night, I sliced part of my thumb off on a mandolin and lost about a 1 centimeter chunk of my thumb. So that was fun. And, you know, everyone loves a good trip to the ER during the week. So that was really awesome and has made stitching quite hard. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and switch to 3-8-10. Yeah, so having a chunk of my thumb missing definitely makes stitching a little difficult. But we're gonna see what we can do. And then I was out of town, so this is my first time trying to stitch with a missing chunk of thumb. Oh, Aika, I hate it when something bites you and you get the itchies. It's the worst. If you are a subscriber on Twitch currently, I have uploaded the new Tilly emotes. So those are there. I have not added the new Tilly emotes to TikTok yet, but that is coming next. We do have a lot of confetti to get done today. I can do a quick rundown of what we're gonna do in just a minute. I don't think any of those are, oh, there's the new ones, but they haven't all been updated yet. I like the exclamation point one. I feel like the exclamation point one is fun. Three, 8, 10 is done. Okay, let's switch over to Pattern Keeper and do a run through of what the next little bit is going to look like. So we've got a little bit of E to do, which is 3, 7, 6, 8, which isn't terrible. I mean, that's good. We'll get that filled in. We only have 2 of 3, 11, which will be after that, or 30, 11. Got a little bit of 163. Got a little bit of 502, so it's better than I thought. I thought this was going to be all confetti. A little bit of 647, but not much. And a little bit of 642. So it's actually not as much confetti as I was expecting to finish out this square. And then when we get back to the next square, I will go over what we're going to do again. Yeah, I just added the dancing on screen. I wasn't sure if it was working or not, but I guess now it is. Yay, Des, you're working. You're stitching along with me today. That is excellent. I love my body doublers and the people that stitch along with me. Oh, Aika, I'm so glad your tryout at work went well. That is fantastic, friend. Absolutely fantastic. I'm thrilled to hear it. Is this one strand or two? I did pull out 2 strands. Okay. Yeah, now every time you use any emote, they should dance across the screen, which is fun. And I think I added some games with the new chatbot. And our chatbot has a name now, but I haven't figured out how to put the cool commands that like fetch stuff from the spreadsheet on with the new named chatbot. Hey, 188 is a pretty good stitch count. Someone want to check and see what my benchmarks are today? I'm a little afraid of what the benchmarks are. Ooh, 367 from 7%. That's really not bad at all. Oh, our benchmarks are 269, 369, and 589. I think we'll definitely, my goal is to be on for 4 hours today. Hopefully, we'll get close to 589. But we do have a lot of confetti, and I have to move the stand at some point today and do some reconfiguration. So we will see how many stitches we get done. I know we will for sure beat the 20-year benchmark and probably the 15-year one. Oh, Katie, I'm sorry you're too tired to stitch and that you had a busy weekend. Magpie, enjoy your lurk, friend. Yeah, I had a really not exhausting weekend. It was a blast of a weekend. I hung out with some of my dearest friends and their kids and my dad and my wife up at my parents' cabin and I guess my dad's cabin now. And it was wonderful, but there was nothing relaxing about it per se. So it was mostly just hanging out, consuming lots of alcohol and other adult items, and hanging out and talking. So that was pretty fun. Oh, well, I'm glad Sassacast is live. Hope they're doing well. Well, I'm glad you beat the hurricane home, Katie, so that your cat isn't alone, because that's scary for a kitty cat. Tilly had the time of her life this weekend. Oh yay, fellow project for a fellow TikToker. Enjoy working on that, Magpie. She was the center of attention for 7 people all weekend and just ate it up. And now she is passed out on the couch behind me. Because she has had a very tired weekend. Poor Teepee Tilly. Oh, I'm so sorry, Katie. Like, that must be so scary living in hurricane and tornado weather. That just must be super rough. Okay, next we're pulling out 3011. Dace! Oh, thank you for the raid, Dace. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you that don't know, Dace is also a cross stitcher and has lots of super awesome cross stitch projects going on. They raided in with their little emoji of Cone Holio, which I just find completely adorable. If you are also a stitcher and you enjoy watching me stitch, I guarantee you'll enjoy watching Dace stitch. And you should go check them out if you're not already. For those of you rating, my name is Flea. I'm cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. This project is 1.9 million stitches, and I'm a little over 26 complete percent complete that you see at the bottom is accurate for part 1 of 5. I had to divide this piece into 5 pieces. And this is what we got. If you have any questions or comments about the piece, please feel free to let me know, and me or my mods can answer for you. Yeah, are the shout-out commands working? Did I make them work? We've got all the new commands that we're working on, all of the changes. And I sliced off part of my finger, my thumb, on Tuesday of last week. So it's a little sketchy stitching right now, a little painful. Makes me glad I don't have a face cam on so you guys can't see me wince in pain. Katie, you should be able to look up the commands with the hashtag command. I'm not sure what the shout out command is. Your new thing, mod permissions, so you should be able to do all the mod stuff. Oh, cool. So clearly that's working great. Go ahead. Awesome, Streamlabs. So apparently I gotta fix that. Sorry, I'm still learning all of the fun bot controls. So unfortunately Dace isn't quite getting... Oh, good. There we go. We got one working. Fantastic. Yay, Katie. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's one of my father's favorite sayings. And I have picked it up as one of mine. We are about to finish this square, and then we are going to be moving into the next column. We only have 2 columns left in this row before we start a whole new row. So that's going to be fun. New rows are always a good time. It always requires me stitching like slightly differently because I can't get my right hand in far enough. So I have to stitch with my left hand to do... Wait, what was I just doing? I just tied that off. I was busy talking and forgot what I was doing. And starting a new row requires moving everything, and because of the chair that I use, I can't stitch with my right hand on bottom. So I have to move all the cameras around to different angles. It's a fun process. Get those channel points back up, Aika. I am not... My scroll rods are 50 inches. Just big enough to fit a 48 inch piece. I got big scroll rods. What about you? My scroll rods are big. Got big scroll rods, and I cannot lie. Yeah, this frame is huge. It was the biggest frame I could find. I don't think they make a frame bigger than this. And it definitely, like, takes up my whole room. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry you're stuck in bad hurricane weather. We were kind of worried about a monsoon here in California. Oh, yeah, finding anything over, like, a lap scroll frame is really hard. I have a link to my scroll frame in my... or a link to the company I got my scroll frame from in my bio, but unfortunately, they are out of this frame and they don't know when they're gonna get it back, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so we are gonna switch over here to 502. We're gonna do this little, oh, I had the wrong thing on Pattern Keeper selected. We're gonna hit this little one over here on the left. Then I'm gonna come through and get these 3 on the bottom left, move up to the one at the top, and then come back down and get those 3 on the right. I think that is probably gonna be the most efficient use of floss. Yep, that's what we're doing. Oof. Is it for sure gonna hit Georgia, Katie? Is that what they're predicting? I haven't seen any of the weather stuff today. Are you gonna evacuate, Katie, if it hits Georgia? Like, are you safe? Do we need to worry about you? What can we do, friend? How do we keep our precious Katie safe? How do we keep our precious Katie safe? The wildfires aren't too close to me. Um, they're not really affecting me. Like normally, if there's a wildfire close, like we can smell the gas or smell the smoke, and like it gets really hazy and smoggy. That is not the case right now in where I am located. Knock on wood, this hasn't been too terrible of a fire season, at least in my location. But yeah, there have been some scary fires recently around me. I'm glad you're prepared and you're pretty sure that you're safe. We worry about you. We don't want to see anyone damaged by that thing that's not happening. Climate change isn't real. It's totally a myth. Hope my sarcasm translates well in captions. We were worried about a monsoon hitting Sacramento last week when we were leaving town. There were some serious monsoon clouds. And when we were up in the mountains, we got hit pretty hard with some rain. Luckily, it was mostly overnight, so we were able to enjoy the outdoors. Yay, Dizzo! Way to finish your first color. That's awesome. That's such a fun achievement. I can't wait to finish my first color in this piece. Well, in part 1 of 5. It's going to be an adventure when I finish all of the different parts. Ooh, 40% complete. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I don't think natural disasters are going away anytime soon. That is totally cool, Aika. I appreciate you lurking and just hanging out. I appreciate everyone just lurking and hanging out. Lurking is more than welcome here. 1 a.m. till 6:30. Okay, that's a fun time to be awake. It was not a time that I enjoy being awake, although I was up. We ended up staying up so late our first night up at the cabin and talking until 5 o'clock in the morning that I only got like 6 hours of sleep that night because we were all up by 11. So that was fun and tiring. Sweet. I'm glad you have 2 very chill routes. That's awesome. Okay. Got 502 done. We're at 23 stitches. 22 stitches. Huh. Wonder why it hasn't updated on that screen. Oh, it's only gonna take you 2 hours? That's cool. Is it like, are you on a bike? Or are you in a car? What are you doing? Oh, you'll walk with your wagon. Okay. Very cool. That's an old school delivery system. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's nothing really around that 647, so we're just gonna knock out those 4 squares there. Oh, Katie, so little sleep. So little sleep, Katie. That's rough. I'm excited for you, Aika. It seems like it's going to be an awesome job, and it seems like it works well with your personality and needs. So that's awesome. Gotta love when we find stuff that works for us. I gotta check these. Okay, I can respond to those text messages later. Are there like very specific I'm sure there are very specific spots that people want their papers put. I love that there's still people getting papers. Like there's not that many people, at least here in the US that I know, that still read a physical paper. I know I certainly don't. Yeah, some people do really like to hide their mailboxes, which I always find interesting. Like, why hide your mailbox if a person has to come to it every day and put something in it? That just seems kind of mean. Yeah, I mean, our papers are subscriber only, but like our local paper here is absolutely terrible. Like it's straight up rubbish. It's really just reprints of other articles from other newspapers like later, and like just not good. Very rarely do they have any good decent local reporting. That's gonna be some good exercise too, Aika. That's awesome. That's like 3 miles, 2.5 miles, I think. Something like that. It's pretty good. Okay, we're marking off these ones. We got one more stitch left in this square, and then we'll move on. We're doing 642 next. Oh yeah, it'd be cool if they could put your papers at that spot where they intersect. That makes a lot of sense. So the missus is going out of town this week for a conference, and I am thinking I might be able to do some extra long lives this week. So hopefully that will actually happen this time, and she will make her trip, unlike the last time when her trip got canceled and I said I was going to have some extra long lives. And I'm hoping one of our favorite talk show guests in the Nerd Nook will join us. Sure, all of my regulars can guess who that is going to be. Yep, Fab is going to join. Oop, hydration break. Thank you, Ika. Or Katie Lynn, thank you. Ika's was the last name that I saw because I can't really see over the frame very well. I think I'm gonna have Jay-Z work on doing my hydration break little cartoon next. I'm so glad y'all like Babs. Babs is one of my favorite people. They're good people. She's super awesome. And she helped make my frame as kick-ass as it is. Yeah, Babs is good people. I will try to only bring y'all good people. We need to get Babs set up with her own Twitch account so you guys can harass her on Twitch too. Trying to see if you know what, I think I'm gonna have to loop finish this one. Okay, so in order to loop finish these two, the next color is gonna be 315 and it's a one-off, so I'm gonna go grab that, and we will do a loop finish, which a loop finish is one of my favorite things. If you are an avid player of Floss Chicken like I am, loop finish is super handy, and I am going to show you how that works right now. This piece of string is a little bit long, but it's what I'm using for my next one anyway, so it'll still work. It's just going to be a little bit longer than I wanted. So to do a loop finish, what you're going to do is you are going to thread your floss, and you're going to fold it in half. Loop finishes work best if you're doing a 2/1, but you can do it with anything. But I like it with the 2/1 because then I've already got my needle threaded for the next one. And I'm struggling with threading my needle now. Did I say this? Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so we got our needle threaded. We've got the loop at the end here. We're going to take our floss that we're finishing up and pull it through that loop. Then we are going to take our new floss through the hole we want to go through, and it's going to pull the old floss through with it. And on the back side is where it gets a little tricky. I can't get a good angle on the back side. So you're still going to want to keep the hoop around the back, and then you're going to want to go up through the next hole you want, and it's going to pull the floss back through again. Okay, now we can kind of see. So then when we pull it through, we just want to make sure it stays in the loop, and then go back through to finish. Okay, and we finished that strand, and then my loop came loose, so I gotta rethread the loop. And then to tie off, we'd tie off like we normally would, and it will just pull through. Tying off is kind of the hardest part of a loop finish, but I got it. There we go. That is how you do a loop finish. It's not always the most practical, but if you're like me and play constant floss chicken, it is the way it goes. Okay, so we have finished our first square, which is the column to the left. We are now in the column kind of in the middle, the 510 column. And we are going to start with 315. Then we'll move on to 3816, which only has 3. We'll do a little more confetti with 5. More confetti with 3802. More confetti with 3838 or 838. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty heavy, confetti heavy area. Well, we'll get through it. We've only got a few colors in this column to finish it off. We are stitching kind of slow. There we go. We've been live for 41 minutes and only got 32 stitches done, so that is excruciatingly slow, but we'll get there. Tension is not great. Okay, that feels a little bit better. Okay, got our little one off there. Confetti all the days. Confetti, confetti. Okay, next we got 3816. Got 3 of those in this area. Oh, and of course, this is the floss that I have. Definitely not enough to do 3. I don't even think I can get 2 out of that. So we will have to clean up that confetti a little bit later. I'm probably just gonna knock it out today, or right now. Save future me. Present me always tries to help future me, because sometimes I do mean things to future me, like decide to stitch a 48 by 110 inch piece. There's a couple ways to end stitches without flipping your frame. The only thing that I don't like about ending a stitch without flipping your frame is that you end up trimming the floss on the front, and then I feel like there's always a piece of floss sticking out there, and I didn't like it. Let's see if I can get 1 stitch out of this little tiny piece, because I refuse to waste floss. Ah! ha ha ha. Did it. Okay, well, I am not going to help Future Flea because I got that one done. Ugh, damn it, I am. I don't want to be mean to Future Flea. I'm just going to knock that one out real quick. There's only 259 stitches of this color in this one out of 380,000. Okay, I can definitely report back if you like it. I mean, I feel like I just kind of did a loop start or a loop finish. Actually, surprisingly pleased with how little my finger is hurting. So that feels good that my finger isn't in as much pain as I was expecting. It's always good when you're in less pain than expected. Okay, knocked out the confetti. Confetti! Who doesn't love confetti in a cross-stitch piece? I mean, come on. Joe Winter, where did you get... Sorry, I just saw your comment, Joe Winter. Let me see. Where did you get that big stand? Hold on. I'm struggling right now. Yes. So my embroidery stand, Joe Winter, comes from embroidery.com. And unfortunately, they are currently out of stock. But if you go to the link tree in my bio, then there is a link to Embroidery Central or embroidery.com, and that is where they sell the stand. So when it comes back in stock, it'll be there. $3816. You're welcome. And if you're enjoying watching this live and you're watching on a platform other than Twitch, I do highly recommend coming over to Twitch. It is my primary platform, and it is the best way to interact with me and the rest of the community. So just keep that in mind if you're enjoying hanging out in the conversation and would like to be a bigger part of it. The coolest people are on Twitch. Oh, got a knot in my floss. Oh, cool. That came off super easy. Okay, we got a little bit of traveling with this one coming down this little column right here, filling in these little gaps. Filling in the space between the print where the big colors hit. The thing I don't like about having this close-up camera is you can't see the back anymore. At least not from the angle that it's at. That one. Come all the way down here. Slide through all the floss in the back that you can't see, but I'm still narrating. Flip it back over, and we're back over here. Filling all these little spaces in. 3. Then we're gonna move the pattern keeper, and it looks like we've got about 6 more that kind of come off this way. So we're gonna go ahead and take those out. And they're all within my recommended traveling distance, which is less than 20 stitches, which is a wee bit over an inch. I try not to travel more than 20 stitches in any direction. I know there's a lot of people that travel less than that, but I feel like in a piece this large with this much confetti, not traveling would just mean I spend 90% of my time tying on and off, which I already feel like I do spend 90% of my time tying on and off. Flip it over, travel under some more in the back. Come back around, and we've got 2 diagonal next to each other right here. 1, 2. Thread's getting a little close to the end, so we're gonna pull that off. And then we've got 2 more that involve counting. The first one is 5 over and 1 down from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 down. Just to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Stitch that one. And then to tie off the next stitch, we're going to do a pin stitch. And I will show you how that works because there's not going to be anything near it to tie off. So we're going to go, it's going to be right on this line, but I still like to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3 over. Black Aida is a little scary, I do have to admit. Okay. Now that was my doorbell, but we're going to ignore it. In order to do a pin stitch, you're going to stitch like you normally would. And when you're ready to finish, you're going to come up in the middle, but you're going to kind of separate the fabric a little bit. And then you're going to go back down in the middle, kind of under the stitch. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're doing a full pin stitch instead of a half pin stitch. What I just did there would have been a half, and then doing it the same thing on the other side is a full pin stitch. And I think there's such thing as a double pin stitch where you do the top and bottom too, but I'm not sure. And then it makes a nice little knot in the back, and you can tie off. Yeah, I have some black Aida and some projects that I would like to do on black that I haven't done yet. Mostly because Katie beat me to it. So I will be doing that one eventually. My Van Gogh smoking skull. Okay, we're at 45 stitches in 53 minutes. That feels good. But we're getting all this confetti filled in, so. Okay, now we're switching to 3802 and doing 2 whole stitches. We do have an ad break coming up in about 6 or 7 minutes. When that ad break comes up, it'll be for about 3 minutes, and I will take my little 3-minute break and then be back for at least another hour or 2. So there's some fun ways to do these little diagonal stitches if I can keep my floss in there. That I'm not going to do them right now, but there are some interesting ways that you can do them so that if you're doing the Danish method, you don't lose your floss by going in and out of the same hole. So, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a waste of floss to do it, I think. I kind of want to do a project where I do a bunch of like different configurations of how to do stitches, and then take the floss out and measure them all and see like which ones actually conserve floss. But I also feel like that might be a little cuckoo bird, even for me. And for me to say something is cuckoo bird is a lot, because you're talking to the person that stitched out a whole skein of floss just to have an idea of how many stitches there are in a skein of floss. And I believe that count we got to was 2,920 or something like that, if you stitch very economically. That was kind of a fun project. It was very tedious to stitch, but it also like just kept my hands busy. Okay, next we're at 838. Yeah, I mean, that would be smart, because then you could measure the difference. That might be a way to do it. Actually, measuring the difference would probably be a lot easier. Science.
Yeah.
Here we like science. My loop start through. Tie this off. Okay, we've got 4 more stitches in this column. It was a short column because we already filled so much of it in. And then we've got, I was wrong, we didn't have 3 columns, we have 4 columns we're going to try to fill in today, because there's a little bit in the other one, but they're all mostly filled in pretty tight, so it shouldn't take too long to get them done. 3362 is next. And this method that I do in the way that I'm working, I call rows, as in ROSEROWS. And it's kind of a cross-country twist on Royal Rows, which is another cross-stitch method that someone, a floss tuber, created. But they do the parking method, and I can't stand parking. I've tried it, it doesn't work for me. It's too confusing. So I do more of a cross-country method. And if you don't know the difference of those terms, parking is when you do a couple stitches in one color, like all of the stitches of one color in a square, and then when you're done with the color, instead of tying off, you just move it to the next stitch and leave it there until you're ready to pick it back up again. And then cross country is where you try to complete all of the stitches of one color in a specific area before you move on to the new area. I've always kind of been a cross country stitcher. But because I do such large full coverage pieces, I can't always cross country the whole thing. God, could you imagine if I tried to cross country like 310 on this whole thing? I feel like that would be amazing and also terrifying at the same time. I think it would massively discourage me. Yes, NB does parking, and you can definitely check, or NB, Ica does parking, and you can check out what they do right then. It is on our Discord server, which is a fun place to hang out, and the link is in my bio. And I'm sure one of my awesome mods will pin it on Discord and chat. Oh, that's right. I forgot I made the Discord command. Look at me. Durr. It's been so long since I've been live. I haven't been live in a week, and now I can't remember any of the cool stuff I did. Also, I know I told you all on Discord, but I haven't discussed it on the live yet. I am getting the opportunity to go to TwitchCon this year, and I am super duper stoked about it. I am going to learn all sorts of cool, new, awesome things to bring back to our lives to make our lives super awesome, engaging, entertaining, and all of the above. Because I would eventually like to turn streaming into a career, but we will see. Isn't that the dream? Stream and stitch. I mean, it might not be your dream, but it's definitely my dream. Okay. 501 is next. And then it is the last one in here. One. Yeah, it was up in the air, Magpie, and then I was able to I found someone who was graciously willing to let me use their guest room, and not expect to like and understand that I'm going to a convention and will be busy the whole time. Because the only like I was able to book the flights on points, like because I had enough Southwest ones saved up, and I was able to do it like fairly inexpensively. The only expensive part was going to be the hotel, and we got that sorted out. So I am now able to go. FYI, we have ads starting soon. When the ads do come up, I will take a break, and then we will be back to stitching. And this might sound counterintuitive if you're watching on a different platform, but if you would like to find a way to support me without actually giving money, you can give me your attention on Twitch, which will translate into ad views, which then helps support me as a streamer. So come on over to Twitch and be a cool kid, and you can turn off the ads by subscribing. It's pretty amazing. Oh, Magpie, thank you for the hydration break. We'll definitely be doing that. And I feel like we've got good timing because I just finished this floss, and then we'll be able to start in a whole new section. This is just pretty darn good timing. Okay, 501 gets put away. 501, where do you go? 501. There it is. And I'm going to do a quick hydration break. Hydration. Okay, and for our first hour, we have gotten 55 stitches done. Oh boy. Okay, ads are here. I am going to take a break. I will be back. Okay, I am back. Yikes. I just decided to do 50 jumping jacks during that break. So if you're wondering why I'm a little out of breath, I just cranked out a whole bunch of jumping jacks. Oops. I'm gonna unplug my headphones now. They should be charged plenty. Adjust that camera. Oh boy. 50 jumping jacks might have been too much. Try to bust out on a break. I am trying to be healthier and in better shape, but... Oh, Aika, I'm sorry. Who hogs the bathroom at 1 a.m.? Yeah, hogging the bathroom at 1 a.m. is no fun. Okay, so my name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything. The only rule I have is no hate. We call our little hangout the Nerd Nook. We're all kind of nerds here. If you're enjoying hanging out with us nerds, you can join us in the Nerd Nook on Discord by clicking the link in my bio and clicking on Discord. My primary platform is Twitch, though I do stream on other platforms. If you'd like to support me in the best way possible, come over and watch me on Twitch. I deeply appreciate it. And like I said, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Let's get into it. So we are going to start with 598 now. We'll get the ones at the top, these ones here, and then the ones at the bottom. Looking at the rest of the area, we then have a little bit of confetti with 3817, a little more confetti with number 1, more confetti with 813. Then we got not as much confetti with 3752, a little bit of confetti with 924. 3815 is 2 stitches, 986 is 2 stitches, 2 stitches for 930, 6 stitches for 890, 3 stitches for 414, and then the last one in this color will be, or in this column will be 522. Then we only have a few colors left in the last little column and we'll get to moving. So let's do this. What do you mean they're not actually using the bathroom? Why are they just hanging out in the bathroom, Micah? Like, that's weird. Oh, that thing. Right. Don't they have their own room or space for that? I obviously haven't had roommates in a while. I've been living with my wife almost 3.5 years. It'll actually be our 4-year anniversary this month and our 2nd anniversary of being married. We got married on our 2nd anniversary. Huh. That's so weird. Ah, smoking in the bathroom. Classy. It's definitely classy. I mean, if you're too snobby to have your room smell like smoke, but you are willing to smoke in the bathroom and have your house smell like smoke, that seems counterintuitive and rude. Yeah, it seems like it would be infuriating. I think I might be lazy and just travel down to those other two of this color because they are within like 10 stitches. Sometimes I would tie it off, but tying off and then restarting without a loop start kind of feels like uses the same amount of floss when it's within 10 stitches. I mean, hypocrisy is kind of what a lot of humans do. Like, it's kind of a force of nature in its own way. I feel like human beings are inherently hypocritical quite often, and often don't realize it. Well, that's annoying that they didn't do their share of the flat share tasks. That's frustrating. That would drive me up the wall. Although I say that, and I was the person that didn't often do my roommate tasks. But in my defense, I know that I'm lazy, and I offered to pay for a housekeeper at my old place, and my roommate didn't want one. So I hate doing chores, so I'd rather spend money to have someone come do them and, help the economy or something capitalist like that. That's because I'm a princess. Oh, even worse when they complain that you don't do your tasks. Oh, that's terrible. See, I kind of have a system with the wifey where, like, I get home from work every day and we'll usually clean up the kitchen. And then we'll clean up the kitchen a little bit at night too, but we alternate who does the cooking and who does the dishes. I've just gotten in the habit of walking in the door and cleaning up the kitchen right away if there's still a mess there. Oh, well, I'm sure you got a lot done, Des. 3, 8, 7 gets put away. And now we are on to 1. Come on. There we go. Hey, Starshine, how's it going? Hey, Dezo, how are you doing? 272 is not bad, Dezo. Not bad at all. Ika, that sounds like they're not fun people to live with, and I am sorry, friend. That is a bummer. You're very tired today, Starshine. I get that. I am tired too. I think Katie's also tired. There's a lot of us that are tired here today. Tired seems to be the mood du jour. I'm sorry that living with them is not a nice experience, Ika. That's really frustrating. You shouldn't have to live in an unhappy housing situation. Wish universal housing was a thing. Ooh, there's a little bit of color down there. What is going to be the best course of action for taking out this little bit of color with what I have? What? Oh, Magpie, you mustn't disrupt your cat. That would be bad. Okay, so we got a little bit of one left here. I am going to start with this one over here, then get these two over to the left, then come down if I can and kind of do one row with those 5, and then come back and do more of this. But we will see how much floss we end up having. Well, as long as you know and observe cat law, it's very important. For us here at my house, it's dog law. Yeah, when you're sharing electricity like that, leaving on lights is really irritating. I also am a big fan of the dark, obviously, except when I'm stitching. So the wifey will often come home and I will be sitting in the dark in the living room watching telly. And she'll be like, "Why? It's like a cave in here. Why are you sitting in the dark?" I'm like, "I like the dark. The dark is my natural habitat. Don't turn the lights on." And then she turns the lights on and I hiss at her. Ugh, Aika, I'm so sorry. Like, have you tried pounding on the door and being like, "I need to use the restroom"? Interrupting whatever they've got going on. Wait, y'all get money back in Germany? Like, if you don't spend enough? Or do you have to pay for a bunch up front? How do you get money back for electricity? Do you have like solar panels or something? Of course, he said in a few. Of course. The only time you get money back for power in California is if you have solar panels and use less electricity than you generate, then the company will buy the remaining electricity from you and feed it back into the power grid. Oh, Dezo, that's 4 hours? What do you do in the bathroom for 4 hours? Like, was the lady dying? Huh, that's interesting, Aika. That's a interesting system. So you don't have to pay. You pay based on the former tenant, and then if you that makes sense, I guess. I think. Okay. Ah, it's paid by year. Interesting. God, if we had to pay our electricity by year, it would be insane here. Oh, Dezo, that is wow, that is rough, friend. Well, at least you get your money back. That's pretty cool. Suck if they're just like, well, you didn't use all your electricity. We're keeping it now. Okay, next we're at 813. Oh, Dezo, that does not sound pleasant. I am sorry, friend. Does not sound pleasant at all. Come on, Needle. Huh, that's cool that they give you, I mean, I guess they give us usage reports every month because we pay monthly here. Paying every year here would be probably exorbitant. Oh, well, I'm glad you have a good landlord. Good landlords are hard to find sometimes. I've been lucky with all of the landlords I've had. Well, it's cool that you have a little studio, Dezo. You got your own space. I'm definitely a fan of having your own space. Now it sucks that you had a landlord that just didn't care. That's shady. Okay, so I have decided I'm gonna change how I am working. And instead of working in two separate columns, I am just gonna work my way down both columns. It seems like it'll be easier. So that is the new course of action in case you wonder why I'm changing up my plans. Your room is the coolest in the house temperature wise and it's the cleanest. That is awesome. You were there a year and you never met your landlord? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, having a huge crack in your ceiling is not great. I understand why you would have concerns. We have our primary suite leaks in 4 different places, so we have to have the entire thing torn down and redone because it was an illegal add-on. So we have to redo our entire primary suite and live in our guest room for a while, which, like, we're fortunate enough to have a guest room and each have our own office. But it is gonna suck to live in our guest room. And put all of our stuff out on the out in a pod on the street, but at least the remodel is going to be awesome. Hi. Stressed Lily, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Did I get that right? Is it Stressed Lily? If so, my little sister's name is Lily. And I always appreciate having a Lily around. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. Yeah, having a landlord that cares about their property does make a very big difference. Next, we're at 3752. Poor Tilly Bear is so tuckered out. She is like passed out. Oh, good, Migpie. I'm glad you're there for the foreseeable future. How is Dave the Diver going? Just trying to convince my friend's kid that he should start playing it this weekend. Ooh, I'll take a hydration break. Thank you, Starshine. Hey, look, we have 151 followers. It's the Pokemon number. Yay! Oh, and a posture check. I did need that too. Thank you. Thank you for the posture check. I was going to try to set up a Tilly cam this afternoon and I ran out of time. Also, I'm not sure where my other webcam is. I might have to purchase another one. But I will get a Tilly cam set up eventually. Oh, you've got eggs and the other row. That's fantastic. Wait, what am I doing? Sorry, I got distracted by a text message that came through. I don't have ADHD and I'm not easily distracted at all. Yeah, the Sea People Zombie Cave can be a little tricky. I'm trying to remember how I got past them, and I think it was just very careful. Very stealth. Trey stealth. But beyond that, I don't remember more details. Because I've only played through the whole game once. And I haven't, my playthrough now is just about trying to maximize every single dish. Because I'm a weird completionist like that. I don't remember if I used a scooter or not, but I don't think I did. Yay, Dezo! Happy birthday! Yeah, get yourself the magnifiers. The magnifiers help a lot. Yeah, 800 stitches in a day will kind of kill your fingers after a while. All this confetti is killing my stitching speed. It has been brutal today. I'm stitching like 1 stitch a minute, which is frustrating and much slower than I know I can stitch. It's about half speed of what I know I can stitch. Well, happy birthday on the 27th, Dezo. Oh yeah, the Dredge DLC in Dave the Diver is off the hook. It's super awesome. I actually enjoy the Dredge DLC in Dave the Diver more than I actually enjoyed Dredge the game, which I feel kind of bad about. I was not a big fan of Dredge the game. I think it's the art style, maybe. There's just something about it I didn't quite enjoy. Okay, snippy snippy. Ah, Aika, sorry, I missed your other bike lock for your wagon, friend. Yeah, carrying that through the house at 1 a.m. would not be great. So hopefully your landlord will be cool and help you out with that. And we've got a one-off with 27 up next. Yeah, I think the controls were a little weird and it did get boring really fast. Yeah, Dredge did not work for me like Dave the Diver did, which was kind of a bummer because I was looking forward to it. I am trying to get Babs to play either one of them though, so hopefully she will pick one of them up. Right? Dave the Diver is weird and just, you're right, it scratches an itch I didn't know I had. And it's amazing. Scissors, Cizo, snippy, 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 Cizo. I've created a bad habit of storing my snips in on my lap while I'm stitching, and I'm just waiting for the time I stick my hand down and slice off part of my finger. Because that's just what my wife needs, is more parts of my finger sliced off. The wound on my thumb is, like, quite sensitive. Stupid mandolin. I don't need the guard, I'm a professional. Slice. Stupid arrogance. I also blame my wife, though. Hey, Willow's name. Yes, we do have the multi-view now. Twitch is now my primary streaming platform. So if you're watching on TikTok, I do highly recommend moving over to Twitch. And it is awesome over here. So if you enjoy the multi-view, definitely come check out Twitch. But yeah, the multi-view definitely helps a lot and helps make it more interesting, I think. No, it's definitely, I mean, it's healed now, so you can't tell as much, but yeah, it was definitely like a whole square centimeter. Oh, so a mandolin is it is basically a handheld food slicer. Uh-oh, I just threw my, okay, I didn't throw it. Oh, good, Magpie, I'll have to check it out. Definitely want to see that situation. Looks like it's hazardous. Yeah, I can post a photo of what a mandolin is on the Discord. But basically, it's a fancy, very sharp food slicer that you use to like make like French fries and thin slices of zucchini. And I was using it to slice Brussels sprouts to make a Brussels sprout hash. And Annette walked in the room and went, "Shouldn't you be using the guard for that?" And then next thing I know, I sliced off a centimeter of my finger. And my wife freaked out, and it is not good in an emergency. And I was like, "Okay, I need you to go get the Band-Aid and the first aid kit, and then we're gonna wrap it. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna remove the chunk of my finger from the food." Yeah, it's basically like shaving off a chunk of your finger with a razor blade. It was deeply unpleasant. And then we had to go to the ER because it wouldn't stop bleeding because we didn't have any super glue. If we would have had super glue, I would have just super glued it closed. But it's not a wound you can stitch up. Oh, gosh darn it. Come on. I'm going to have to do a pull through again. Yeah, we can change the subject if it's making people nauseous. Sorry. I have put super glue on more than plenty of wood. I mean, they do now, Katie, but I work in a butcher shop. Like, no one uses that real healthy stuff. We use the old school super glue because we're tough. Oh, thanks, Big Pie. I appreciate that. Super glue is like liquid duct tape. Exactly. I mean, I was gonna make sure I got the clear super glue and not like the Gorilla Glue. We do need a face palm Tilly. I'll see if I can get that one made. Face palm Tilly's a good one. Oh, would it be cuter as a face palm or as like a laying down see no evil type thing? Maybe I should ask for a see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil one. Yes, exactly. With Tilly paws. I just realized saying Tilly paws, I'm gonna have to make a Tilly claws. Okay, 3815 is up next. I feel like with as long as this is taking, I'm gonna finish this section and then log off. Like, I'm gonna hit my 6 o'clock time and I'm gonna have to start the next one without y'all. Because I am gonna start stitching more at night too. Working on trying to get as caught up as possible before TwitchCon. Oh yeah, no, I was thinking Tilly Claus like Santa Claus. Because we did dress her up in a super cute Santa outfit for Christmas last year. TwitchCon is September 19th. I will only miss 2 scheduled days of streaming. I would love it if I got to where I was only like 20,000 or less stitches behind on my 10-year goal or my 20-year goal. But I don't know that I can do that. I think trying to make myself caught up on my 20-year goal is putting way too much pressure on myself and grounds for disappointment. Oh, you know what? No, I'm leaving late on Thursday night, so I actually won't miss my Thursday night live. I only miss one day of scheduled stitching. I'll miss Friday, and then I will, or scheduled streaming, and then I'll miss like 3 days of stitching. But like, y'all are gonna get real annoyed with me talking about TwitchCon if you haven't even gotten annoyed with me talking about it yet, because I am like beyond stoked for it. Like, I might have danced around the room squealing when I found out I got to go. Because I am like a child in many ways. My poor wife. I don't know how she puts up with me sometimes. Y'all have got like a month and 14 days of listening to me talk about TwitchCon. And then you're probably going to have like a month of me talking about it afterwards, so I hope you're prepared. Yeah, I was trying to think, I was going to have t-shirts made with my Linktree QR code on them. But now I think I am going to have rings made or a ring made with the QR code because I'm planning on basically wearing the exact same outfit that's in my new follow image. My purple blazer with my StitcherX shirt and some jeans, and I would have to take my blazer off to have people scan the shoulder, which would just be stupid. So instead, I think I'm going to put the QR code on a ring, and then people can just scan my ring. And I also think I am going to sell my lovely StitcherX rings, which may be making an appearance in merch soon, because I am going to be ordering a bunch of them. So if you're interested in a StitcherX ring, definitely let me know in a whisper or a DM on Discord so I can get a feel for how many to order. They're gonna be probably like $20-ish for the ring, and they're like a nice, good quality ring. Okay, 9:30. Oh, good. We finally crossed 100 stitches. Fantastic. Feel like I've been stitching so slow recently. Alfred Coffee Spoons, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. Feel free to hang out and lurk if you want, or pop into chat and join the nerd discourse. Oh, good. I'm glad you like my work and I'm glad you followed. Thank you for joining. I love Sassacast. They are awesome, good people. Welcome to the Nerd Nook, friend. Ooh, we're about to do one that has 6 stitches. Feel like that's almost a record for today's live in confetti. I believe this color is like 820, 890. I almost have a bunch of my colors memorized with their symbols. Oh good. I'm glad you caught my live too. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it's lovely. I am usually on about this time every day. So please feel free to come back and join whenever, friend. Yes, thank you for the shout out to Sassacast. Sassacast is awesome. We like them a bunches. They're doing a Lord of the Rings cross stitch. It is pretty huge in size. And they are a member of our Discord and our community and regularly join in our lives and chats. And so they are good people. Well, Aika, let Sassacast know I said hello from my live. Hey, Metaphysics, how's it going, friend? How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, yay! I love that everyone is supporting all of the favorite streamers. That's fantastic. Yay! Oh, it makes me so happy. I am obviously happy today. I'm doing quite well. I think I might be delirious from exhaustion. But other than that, doing okay. I am back to stitching, which always makes me happy. I missed like 5 days of stitching because I sliced off part of my thumb because I'm a professional. Yeah, it was a fun Tuesday night trip to the ER. Today is like day 5 of healing, day 6 of healing, something like that. But I can hold the needle again, which is the most important. I have lots of tattoos. Actually, I have a tattoo on every single limb. I guess that's not lots. It's not lots, like lots. But it's I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Wait, 6. I have 6 tattoos. This one, oops, is one of my favorites, my 2B. It is one of my semicolon tattoos. I have 2 semicolon tattoos, and the 2B is probably my favorite. And if you don't know what a semicolon tattoo is a tattoo for a survivor of self-harm or suicide. It's chosen because a semicolon could end a sentence, but it does keep going. I am glad that I am here too. I'm glad that all of you are here. Yeah, I have a semicolon on my arm, and then I have my 2B on my wrist. I have 2 cheese tattoos, a giant Buddha tattoo, a rather large watercolor semicolon tattoo, a stupid phrase in French that I got when I was 18, and I think that's it. I want to get one more for my cat Molly. My cat Molly is next on my list, but I gotta save up a bunch of money for it, and I haven't done that yet. All of my money is going into stitching stuff. I love tattoos. Tattoos are great. You have your life motto on your ribs. That's pretty cool. I've only gotten my tattoos in fatty areas that are easy to work with. I don't know where I'm going to put my Molly tattoo yet. I feel like my 2B is probably my nerdiest tattoo because it is meant to symbolize the end of Hamlet's suicide soliloquy. Instead of continuing on to discuss suicide, it just stops at to be. There is no not to be. And that's my nerdiest tattoo. Oh, Katie, that is a cool tattoo, and that tattoo is definitely nerdier than my nerd tattoo. Those are some cool tattoos, Dezo. Sounds like we got quite an awesome tatted up group. Okay, there's only one more color in the... Ooh, this is good timing. There's one more color, and we have an ad break coming up in like 5 or 6 minutes. So I may just chit-chat with y'all until the ad break gets here, or answer any questions. I might just keep working in this area till the ad break. We should start a tattoo channel on the Discord. Jensen Angel, you can go to my website, StitcherX.com, and my patterns are there. Hey, Blessed Claire, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Oh, thank you, Ika. There's also a command website, or exclamation point website as a command as well. How are you doing, Blessed Claire? Okay, 3042. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think that's what I'll try. 3024, not 42. Those are 2 very different colors. Oh, that command isn't working? Okay, whoopsies! Semicolon tattoos on the fingers are pretty cool. I've seen a bunch of those. I'll have to take photos of all of my tattoos. My cheese tattoos were in the Huffington Post when I was much younger, because I have very unique cheese tattoos, even for people in the cheese industry. Like, I show my tattoos to people that don't understand cheese, and they're like, what? And then I explain it to people that do understand cheese, and like, oh my god, that's badass. Because they're like, you know how like butchers and cooks and stuff will get like the diagram of the pig tattooed on them? That's basically what my cheese tattoos are diagrams of how you break down cheese wheels to get maximum rind efficiency. I was a cheesemonger for about 8 years. I was a very well-renowned cheesemonger. Okay, so once this ad starts, I am going to put on my brake and then change everything over to the new positioning because we have finished this row. And then once that is done, I will be back from my break and we will start the new row and stitch for like another hour at least. It shouldn't take me too long to change. I only have one camera to change. Yeah, I think getting one for PCOS would be cool. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons and different tattoos that you can get that do different things. Okay, Ika, I mean, it's 2 a.m. there, friend. Take a rest. My unofficial goal is to try to stitch from 2 until 6 every day and see how that schedule works for me. But I don't want to fully commit to that schedule yet in case it's too much. But that is my goal dream schedule. Ooh, a tattoo with a dragon would be cool, Ika. Today's live only started late because I forgot to charge my tablet didn't charge while I was out of town. I didn't want it to die on me like it did on that other live. So I had to make sure it had a little bit of a charge before I went live. Otherwise, we would have been screwed. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick hydration break. And let's look at what we are going to be working on the other side. So we are going to zoom out. Oh boy, that's how much we have gotten done so far. That is 5%. And then we are starting back over on this side once the ad comes up and I get a chance to change my stuff over. And it looks like it's going to be much less confetti, which will be lovely. That sounds like a cool tattoo, Katie, with a snake like that. Sounds very badass. Okay, so starting over here, our first color is going to be confetti. Our second color is less confetti. Third color is even less confetti. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at that not confetti. Look at that. Ooh, ah. Confetti. Come on, select what I want. Not confetti-ish. Confetti. Confetti. So we got a better mix going over here. But like, wait till we get over to here. Look at that. Look at that glorious, glorious green. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, we got some good colors going over here. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you. Look at this black right here. Oh, that's gonna be good. I'm over here drooling over not confetti finally. That's gonna be so nice. Some of it is confetti, but you know, that's okay. You can't always get exactly what you want, you know? Yeah, this is looking good. We got oh, that's a confetti. We got some good stuff going on. Okay, ads are here, and then we will be right back. Hey guys, I am back. Just trying to do some camera adjustment. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Still got a couple more adjustments I gotta make, but then we should be good to get back to stitching. Looks like Ika just explained to you where I started the project. I started it in the top left corner, like, or yeah, top left corner, like Ika said. Okay. We are over here. Gotta move all my needle minders over. We got one. Ugh. Ah, dropped my magnet and the needle minder moving. And it's my favorite needle minder. Well, my second favorite. Okay, hold on. I gotta find that magnet. Oh, did you try to move, Magpie? How rude of you. Okay, I gotta find that magnet real quick. Music just stop? No, it says it's still going. Oh, maybe it did stop. Or it's just very quiet. Okay. Come here, magnet. Oh, there you are. Nope, that is not a magnet. That is a 10-cent euro. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So just found a 10-cent euro on the ground in my office, which is like not the most random thing I've ever found on the ground in my office, but pretty high up there. Okay, I don't know where that magnet went, so I am just gonna use another one. Okay, we'll just use a different magnet. I have a 10-cent coin just chilling. Okay, that magnet is not great for this one. Mm, looks like Rainbow Needle Minder's out of commission for a little bit. I will have to try to find that when I get off the live. Yes, Ika, I do have a 10-cent euro coin. I have lots of change from different places floating around. Okay, where are we starting? We are starting with 318. I'm all the way at the far end now. Y'all can't see as much of me anymore. I do have to send a really quick message on my phone, and then I will be right back. I didn't have time to do it during the break because I was working on this. reach that way, so I need to move this camera this way. Okay. Okay, let me send this message real quick. Okay, Ika, we'll catch you later. Oops, got that in the wrong position. We'll move that up a bit. Oh, thank you, Ika. It is always a pleasure to have you on my live, friend. Thank you for being a kick-ass mod. We adore you, friend. I might have to do some more reconfiguration real quick. Okay. Good there. Okay, sorry. It takes a little bit of reconfiguration once I move everything, unfortunately, but I think we are good now. Okay, now I have to stitch back in like my least favorite part, which is doing these edges like this. It is always really rough. But I did buy the thing that Clover suggested to improve my tension. I just haven't put it on yet because I'm lazy. Oh, I will take a hydration break. Thank you, Erica. How are you doing, Erica? Welcome in. Nice little hydration break. And then we are back from our commercial break. I forgot to do my spiel when I came back from the commercial break. My name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything. The only rule I have is no hate. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Drop them in chat, and me or a mod will try to answer them to the best of our ability. Okay, that made the tension a little bit better. But this part is not an easy part to stitch. I'm going to be live for like another hour. So we got a little over a 3-hour live today. I'm sorry work has been difficult. Hopefully that'll chill out a little bit for you soon, Erica. Well, hopefully the closer they get to done, the easier it'll get. Wow, 7 pallets of freight a day is quite a bit. Okay. These off. Those off. Ooh, stay safe, Katie. Please take care of yourself. Don't make us worry about you. My needle's sticking out right there. Whoopsies. Okay, let's tilt this up a little bit more and a little back. Okay, I think that's a little bit better angle. This pause. Well, I hope no more tornadoes pop up. That would be bad. And my music just froze. Come on, man. Something happened to my Wi-Fi? Doesn't look like it. Cool, Pretzel Rocks just went down. That's fun. Gotta love having our music just turn off on us. Okay, well, stay safe, Katie, and let us all know if there's anything we can do to help you or support you. I'm super annoyed about my music turning off right now. So annoyed. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I was like, damn it, am I gonna have to log off because we don't have any music? I don't want to log off because we don't have any music. Ooh. You guys want to see me add more lines today, or you want me to save that for tomorrow? Okay, more lines it is. After this color, well, yeah, I mean, I do have to draw the lines anyway. So after this color, we will draw on some more lines. Although I feel like with this new camera setup, drawing on new lines doesn't look quite as cool. Oh, long hole. Okay, we're gonna mark off these stitches. I can't believe in an almost 2.5 hour live, we still haven't hit our 20-year stitching goal yet. Okay. 318 goes there. We're gonna tilt this like this. Tighten that up a little bit. Pull this out further. And we are gonna add some lines. So for those of you that don't know, I have to add all of these lines on by hand using a water-soluble marker. It is a very tedious job, and I am just kind of doing it as I go. I don't want to go too far because eventually I have to be aware of where it starts and where it ends so I can reline, because I don't think there's an even number of rows. Let's see, are there an even number of rows? I don't think there are. $450. Oh, there might be. Are there? Okay, so this piece is 460 rows deep. Oh, that's brilliant. I take back what I just said. I take it back. I take it back. I do not need to count all the rows out, because well, one, I have a ways before I get to row 460. Right now I'm only at I'm working on rows 100 through 120 right now. Somehow I feel like I am better at drawing lines on when I am stoned than when I'm sober. It does not want to stay where I want it to. Drawing lines is a very slow and hypnotic. Now we're going to start this way. Okay, let's make sure this lines up all the way across. I need a camera angle where the big screen is up there, because I don't have a scene set up with the big camera angle as the primary screen. I need to make one of those, because this would be much easier to see in the wide angle. Cool, that one lined up perfectly. I love it when they line up perfectly, like they're supposed to. Perfect. We're gonna add one more. All the way across. We're adding all the lines. Cool, perfect lineup. Got 2 more to go. Working our way across slowly and as clean a stroke as possible. Oop, that one deviated a little bit. Trying to keep my lines straight, and this one keeps deviating like a mofo. Okay, but it did line up in the end, which is what's most important. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 more, and then we'll go back to stitching. But it's good to know that there are 460 lines in this piece, so I will know when I'm getting close how many lines to draw before starting the new one. Okay, that should be enough for now. We're gonna come back over here and continue our stitching. Added in a couple of lines there. Quick hydration break. Stanley Cup is one of the best purchases I've made. Okay, next color we are on is 934. And we are going to start up here and hit those 3. Jump across and hit those 2, and then work our way down. If I have enough floss, I will get all the way down to these 2, and then I will tie off. Okay, so I said, what did I say? I said 934. 934 it is. Now, I don't know that I'm gonna have enough floss to do all that, but we will see. Tension is really killing me. I don't know why it's not staying taut. I have to use Clover's thing I bought that I haven't had time to install yet. Maybe I'll install it tonight. Okay, so hopefully in the next hour or next 50 minutes, we can get 100 stitches done, but we'll see. It has been some slow stitching today. Slow stitching. Well, at least we got all that confetti finally done. We're going to travel the back of this one because nothing is going to be stitched over it. So if y'all ever wonder why I travel the back of some stitches and why I don't, I usually do it based on whether or not the back is going to get stitched over at some point. So if I'm traveling over white space, I won't flip it over and I'll just run the thread. But if I'm traveling over a filled in space, then I run the thread because I know the thread isn't going to get stitched over, if that makes sense. That is my rationale on how I do things. Let's see if doing this helps. That helps a little bit. Okay, we did not have enough thread to do all of the stitches that I wanted, so we are going to tie off after this stitch here, and then that will put us somewhere in 140, 145, which is not bad. Okay, our next color is gonna be 169, and there's actually a pretty good line of this. So if we have a good amount of floss, we're just gonna work straight down this line as far as we can go with how much floss we have. So let's see what shenanigans we can get up to here. Okay, 934 is getting put back. We're pulling out 169. Wait, it's not gonna be a want. Oh, it's gonna be a want. This is as much thread as we have. So hopefully it'll be enough to fill in what we need to for this area. And then next time we hit this color, will be more fun. So we are starting up here. Doing a run through tie off or pull through tie off. This tension is really killing me. Okay, hold on. I gotta do something about this tension. It is bad. Okay, I think that is better. My bottom knob, my knob wasn't tight enough. Whoop. Bungee cords going everywhere. My knob was not tight enough. I have those clips, I just haven't put them on yet, but I do have them. I wasn't planning on moving during the live, otherwise I would have already put them on, but I'm also worried that the clamps are too big, so I have to stitch a couple over, because I don't think the clamps, I think the clamps will cover part of the pattern. I don't know, I gotta look at them. I do have them, I just have not installed them yet. And I missed a stitch. Missing stitches happens to the best of us. I'm not gonna back out, I'm just gonna waste the floss. Sorry, this camera is not doing what I want it to today. At least not after the move. Hold on, please. Okay. Come back. Come back, camera. Okay, hold on. We need this one. Okay, there we go. We're back. We are back. That is now more in the position that I want, but now it's glitching out. Fantastic. Okay. Well, this live might be ending earlier than expected if this can't get sorted. Did it stop? No. Has it stopped glitching yet? Is it glitching for y'all? Are you guys seeing these glitches come through? If you guys aren't seeing it, I'm not going to stop if it's just bothering me. Are y'all seeing glitches on the camera? Looks like we have just enough floss to finish what we need to in the next two areas. After this color, I'm gonna log off. Katie, would you mind looking for someone to raid? If Sassacas is still online, I got no problem going to Sassacas. I think we did Pick Stitch last time. After I finish this, if Katie's not around, I will look for Sassacas. Okay, one more, and that is the exact amount we need to finish off this area. Ah! Okay, one more. Oh, and it's so tight. It's so tight. Okay, got it finished. We only got, let's see, how many stitches did we get done today? On today's live. I am gonna have to stitch later tonight. Okay, let's see. Today's live, we got 155 done, which is like 100 short of my goal, which is a giant bummer, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see if Sassacas is still alive, and we will go pop over there.
I think you hold. No one in.
Okay, looks like they're still going strong, so we are gonna pop over to Sassacast and say hi to them. And then I appreciate y'all hanging out. You are wonderful, amazing people. Thank you for spending your time with me. Sorry my camera's being glitchy. I will have it fixed by tomorrow. It must have gotten cut loose or loosened up when I did the move. So I will get that fixed. And I will see y'all tomorrow, probably around 2:33 until 6 p.m. Central Time or California time. So we'll see you then. Let's go raid Sassacast. Okay, y'all, let's do this.